audience? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Johnny's Bar on Main Street in downtown River Falls for the 2025 River Falls Wildcat Softball Captain Show. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? With us here tonight is first-year head coach Leah Fletcher. We have senior captain Georgia Bankston and senior captain Alexis Ralston, and also assistant coach Ryan Schurz. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, we're going to get right into it. And Coach Fletcher, the first question is for you. Even though this is your first year as a Wildcat head softball coach, and it's not like you just met these girls. I mean, you've known them for quite some time. Is that correct?
Correct.
And how long? Like, tell me that story.
You guys were freshmen, right? So since Georgia and Alexis were freshmen, and I actually showed Georgia a picture today from when she was in my 6th grade classroom. So I've known some of them for a long time, having them in class.
And I was going to ask you tell for the folks that don't know you, what's your day job?
I'm a 6th grade science teacher.
Okay.
By choice.
What types of science? Is it earth science or
a little bit of everything.
Okay. You run the whole show?
Yep.
Well, speaking of chemistry, how's the team chemistry this year?
Seems good.
Okay.
That's a question for them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. The assistant coach to your left, Coach Ryan Schurz, how has it been working with him so far? You guys have been about two weeks. When did you start practice?
What feels like 5 days ago?
Yeah.
It's been really good. We've had a really good start. I think it's been pretty seamless. I think he's a good balance to my crazy energy and a good voice of reason. So it's been really positive.
Coach Schurz, one of the questions, and you've told me before, but I don't think a lot of people know this. You know, you went to law school, had passed the bar. You were an attorney for close to 10 years. You left it and got back into teaching and coaching. You know, tell me why you did that.
I think I was coaching a lot of sports, even while I was practicing law. But I think once you find something that really gives you meaning and purpose, like I just decided at some point I got to go all in on this. So, you know, it was a difficult decision, but I don't regret it for a second because I get to do stuff like this, so it's great.
I know the kids and the parents and all the fans in River Falls appreciate that decision. You've done a heck of a job, but there's not too many guys. I know Nick Johnson down in Prescott. He coaches boys basketball and also coaches girls softball. You coach football and you also help coach girls softball. Is there a difference between coaching high school boys and high school girls, and if there is, what is it?
To be honest, I think kids are kids. High school kids are high school kids, and they're all just looking for, something meaningful, some sort of connection, and the more I can just, be a part of that for them, I think is. There really isn't much difference if you're giving them that space to do those things and giving them an enjoyable experience. So I don't notice much difference.
Your daughter Reagan is on the team this year, and you also. So I mean, how has that been? Coaching her. I mean, how fun has that been for you?
Honestly, the best part has nothing to do with softball. I've gotten to coach some of these girls for a couple years, and I just think it's really fun to sit back and watch. Her develop relationships with these girls that I'm like, man, I hope she gets to play with them someday. So watching that, sitting back, that's been the best part.
Yeah. So we talked about Reagan, your daughter, and then your other daughter, Harper, is running the camera tonight. Harper, round of applause for Harper Schurz running the camera. A lot of folks might not know this, but Harper has got some photo cred in the Pierce County Journal. She shot the pictures last week in your game against Osceola, which we also found out, the fans found out that one of your favorite movies, Coach Fletcher, is Smokey and the Bandit.
Top 20.
Top 20.
Yeah.
What is your favorite movie of all time? I know Smokey and the Bandit is not top, but it's up there. What's your favorite movie of all time?
I mean, that's an embarrassing question. My favorite movie is Bring It On.
Okay. That's a good.
It's a true story.
I have 3 daughters, and I've seen Bring It On about 9,000 times in the car.
I have it on VHS,
or I've heard
too.
it. I've heard it in the car.
Yeah.
We already did that one. So hey, let's it's the captain show, so let's kind of talk about the captains. First, Georgia Bankston, what does she bring to the team?
A really good sense of humor and consistent, steady leadership.
What about Alexis Ralston? What does Alexis bring to the squad?
Very similar attributes, I think. Steady leadership, really good calm force in the dugout, calm force on the field.
You know, Georgia, I had this question I was going to ask for Coach Flesher, but I'm going to ask you. So, I have noticed participated in a lot of games last year. Was at the field, and Audra Aderman looks like she's throwing quite a bit harder this year. She's a junior, so she's throwing a little harder. I'm noticing a lot more balls are going to the right side because bats are a little slower on the ball. And you had a ton of balls on Friday against Spooner. Made some good plays. Like, how's that? Like, what is your mindset coming into every pitch?
My mindset is really just to have fun. I mean, it's our last year, so you kind of just got to leave it all out there and see what you can do.
Yeah. So, what have you enjoyed most about your softball career at River Falls?
I love forming new connections with people I otherwise wouldn't have. Like all the younger girls, I would have never talked to them in the halls if it wasn't for softball. I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just we wouldn't have interacted, so I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to meet such interesting and lovely people.
Well, speaking of the younger girls, what advice would you give the younger girls as a senior? What advice would you give them for the rest of their Wildcat career?
Just don't think about it too much, because you're going to make mistakes. It's a game of failure. You can't do anything about it, so just focus on enjoying the moment because it does go by fast.
If you were going to play another sport besides softball, what would that sport be?
Definitely volleyball. I would have been a really good libero.
Okay.
For sure.
You do have good lateral movement at the
Thank you.
two bag. Yeah. What are your plans after high school?
I'm going to UWRF, and I plan to major in accounting.
Okay. We did that one. Who is your favorite teacher at the high school?
I gotta say, I have a few because I can't really pick a favorite.
All right.
Either Miss Jetmore, Miss Jurdy, or Mr. Turpin.
Okay, and why do you like them?
Because people are shocked. They're just good people, and they're good at their jobs. And
Your team seems.
I know they don't
shook.
agree, but they're great at their jobs. Wonderful teachers.
So I did some background investigative work, and I found out you're a 4.0 student, and you just recently returned from the FBLA. And tell me what that acronym stands for.
It's Future Business Leaders of America.
Okay. So what did you do there?
It was a state competition. I made it for personal finance. I was competing in just a objective test. So me and a few other students went down there to.
So, tell me about the test.
It was a 50-minute, 100-question test on just personal finance, things involving loans, money, taxes, stuff like that.
So say your dad, Joe Bingston, wants to get another Harley, what would you tell him to go finance that Harley? What would you tell him to do?
I would tell him not to do it.
Oh, okay. So spend less is a good way
Yes.
to manage your finances.
We got a budget here.
Okay. Well, we're gonna stay on that same road, and I do see your dad, Joe Bingston, kind of motoring around town on his motorcycle.
Yep.
And everybody in town knows he's a big deal. How big of a deal is he to you?
Out of 10, he's like a 20. He's a big deal.
He is
I
a
love
big
my
deal.
dad.
And I know your mom, Nicole. She can't be here tonight, but she did say she was going to be watching live. Tell me how much your mom means to you.
I'm very thankful for both my parents. I've had a lot of opportunities, but I wouldn't have been able to seize any of them without them. So I'm very thankful for what they provided me.
Good deal. This was a question that your mom told me to ask you. She said she wanted to know, growing up, which did you prefer, One Direction or Justin Bieber? The Biebs.
I gotta go JB.
Well, why wouldn't you? Why don't you pass the mic over to Alexis Ralston? Alexis, I know you are going to play women's hockey at UW Stevens Point next year. Kind of tell me how that all came about.
I really love hockey, so I just decided to go through the recruiting process. And when I was on a tour, I just really liked Stevens Point. So
What did you like about it?
the culture and the school.
One of the things too that, and I just kind of remember this afternoon, but so you're going to be rooming with Savannah Moe, and who nobody here knows who she is, but she's from the Twin Cities. But how did that all come about?
My friends Maddie and Ava play club volleyball with her, and then we both didn't have roommates, so it just kind of was like, you want a room, and now we're rooming together.
I actually know Savannah Moe very well. She is probably the biggest sweetheart you're going to meet, so you picked a good one on accident. But so that's a good one. But you guys are both going to be pointers.
Yep.
Tell me how. I know you were away last week at some type of hockey camp, or Tell me, it was like what was that? Where were you at last
I
week?
was at the USA Nationals in California,
So what were you guys doing out there?
just playing the national tournament.
Okay. How'd you do?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
What-
we got 5th place.
Well, okay. Well, good deal. So your boyfriend of many years, he's a three-sport star named Riley Usgard. He plays football, but he also plays hockey and baseball. And does Riley does he give you hockey and hitting tips, or is it the other way around?
Nothing from baseball, but he kind of chirps on me about hockey.
What does he tell you?
He's just a lot better than I am, so
Is he,
anything.
I'm gonna probably throw that back at him. I think you might be faster than him.
Maybe faster, but
Yeah.
not much else.
Well, and speaking of speed, like how does I know speed is a big part of your hockey game, and it's also a big part of your softball game. But kind of tell me, how that do you have a goal for how many stolen bases you're gonna get this year?
I do not have a goal.
What are you thinking if you had to throw a number out? What's the team record for in 1 year for stolen bases? Does anybody know?
No idea.
All right. Well, do you think you're going to steal some bases this year? How about
Yes,
that?
I do.
Okay, sounds good. What Wildcat teammate has the most TikTok followers?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Take a guess. Who do you think?
I'll go Morgan. I
Mor-
think she
Morgan
deserves
Kibble?
it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Why do you think that? What is it about Morgan Kibble that
She's got great
that
dance
commands
moves.
that? She's a good dancer.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach Schurz has been your assistant coach, for all the 4 years. Is that correct, right? Because
Just the last 3.
3 year. Okay. Been your coach for the 3 years. What type of relationship do you have with Coach Schurz?
I'd say we have a good one. He's the best soft toss thrower that we've got.
That's solid.
Yeah.
It's a really good front tosser.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. What's your favorite song on your playlist right now?
Never lose me.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go back to I've got some rapid fire questions for kind of both of you, but we're gonna get back and talk to Coach Fletcher and Coach Schurz for a little bit. Coach, what intangibles does Georgia bring to the team?
I would say her calm leadership. Like, she's just confident in everything she does. She does everything one step at a time, doesn't get too far ahead of herself, and I think she really leads by example.
Is that what's your favorite part? Your favorite part as a person for Georgia?
I would say her sense of humor and the way she responds to me sometimes is just so calm, and I needed that.
All
So
right.
it's really good energy.
You have a trio of freshmen starting in Hudson Walker, Jazzy Schwans, and Caitlin Moe. Walker's pitching and hitting well, and I just from watching the game on Friday, you can kind of tell Jazzy's getting ready to explode with some of the swings and stuff. And honestly, I think Caitlin Moe is probably one of the. Just looking at her, she has some of the better hands I've seen, especially as a freshman at shortstop. Talk about those, the 3 freshmen that are in the starting lineup.
They just came in ready to go. They come in every day, they work hard, they want to get better. They take everything we have to give them for feedback, and they don't quit. And I think what's cool is having these two who are in a similar position in their freshman year. They've really done a nice job kind of guiding them towards where they need to be going with personal experience. So it's been really fun to watch.
And I know you have coached before and stuff and different levels and stuff, but what's kind of been different for the head high school job? What's been different for you that you didn't expect?
There's just a lot of things you don't know coming in. So I didn't know what I didn't know,
Right.
which is why I'm super grateful for Ryan. He's been so helpful. But it's just been really fun to watch and see them come in and not want to quit and work hard and just want to go in the right direction.
Yeah, and Coach Schurz, you've kind of been a big part of that. Just kind of the culture change and just there's been a lot of success the last few years, and one of the things too that I've seen on the mound too with junior Audra Aderman. She came as a freshman. Kind of what's been her maturation, I guess, over the last 2 years. What have you seen her improve at?
I think on the field you've seen her. Nobody works harder than Audra, and nobody cares more than Audra. So watching her grow, kind of fight through some injuries that we didn't know about last year, work hard in the off season. She's coming back. She's throwing 3 pitches for strikes. She's attacking the zone. She's really has a different level of confidence, I think, which is really exciting. And again, it couldn't happen to somebody, kind of a better person than Otter too. So I'm really excited for her.
Last year I know when I was watching her as a sophomore, she'd get up to the 2-2 count or the 3-2 count, and then she might miss one outside or whatever. And there was a few more walks last year. There was some 2-2 counts and some 3-2 counts. I mean, quite a few, and next one was a strike every time. It was very, very few free passes, and I think that that definitely translates into some into some helps with the wins. Talk about freshman Hudson Walker in the pitching circle. I know she threw 4 innings against Osceola, game 1 of the year, and pitched well, and just kind of talk about freshmen coming in and and doing well.
Well, I've been watching Hudson since she was probably like 8 or 9 years old, and obviously she had a lot of talent. She's a really tough kid. Her dad's a football coach, so she's going to get coached like that.
He was a pitcher too.
He was. I
Yeah.
think he threw it this way though. But she's got a lot of talent. She works super hard. She loves softball. All those things that you look for in an athlete. So very excited about her future as well.
Okay. All right, we're going to do a little bit of rapid fire questions. Who wants to go first, Alexis or Georgia?
I'll go first.
Okay. Well, and Georgia, she led off last week, but do you lead off when you come back, or who's the leadoff hitter? Like in real life, like on the field.
Alexis.
Okay. Like who's the leadoff batter? Like, because I know she led off, but you were gone.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Alexis.
Okay. So Alexis, all right, you go first.
Okay.
All right, Alexis, what is your favorite actor or actress?
You should have gone first. I don't know my favorite actress.
Okay, that's all right. What's your favorite TV show?
Gossip Girl.
What is your favorite movie?
Anything with Adam Sandler.
Ooh, they have Happy Gilmore 2's coming out, I heard. What female athlete do you look up to the most, and why?
Angel Reese, because she's got great confidence.
She definitely does. What is the most valuable trait that you've learned from your parents?
To always be honest.
Okay. And what does being a good teammate mean to you?
If you're not a good teammate, it's going to be hard for a team to succeed. So pretty much means everything.
Okay. Pass the mic over back to Georgia. Georgia, we're going to kind of go same questions. What is well, first of all, what's your favorite song on your playlist right now?
That's a really great question. I would go Beyonce, Crazy in Love, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had a couple of fans over there like the same song.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor or actress?
I forgot her name, but she plays Padme in Star Wars. She's really pretty, so.
Yep.
Natalie Portman, yeah.
Natalie Portman,
She's my
yeah.
favorite.
What is your favorite TV show?
The Office.
Ooh, that's a good call. What's your favorite movie?
Madagascar.
Okay. What female athlete do you look up to the most, and why?
Morgan Kibble. Because she's great at what she does.
That's
Kibble.
outstanding. There's a lot of female athletes out there in the entire world. What is the most valuable trait that you've learned from your parents?
Hard work.
Okay. And what does being a good teammate mean to you?
It means communicating, listening, and trying your best for your team.
Okay. Morgan, do you have some questions ready? So we're going to try something new. And throw out a little curveball here for the 2025 Wildcat Softball Captain Show. We're going to bring on Morgan Kibble. Actually, I'm going to get the microphone from you, Coach. And Morgan Kibble is going to come out, and she has a few sort of inside info. Like, I know you guys, but I don't know you guys as well as she does. So she's going to ask you a few questions. You got to put the mic up close to your mouth.
Okay, so this is just for both of you.
And ask one of them first.
Okay,
Like, ask who it is.
Alexis, what's your go-to game day hairstyle?
A low pony with a braid.
Okay. You want to answer that too?
Just a low pony.
Okay. Your favorite after-game food?
I like the cheese sticks from Quick Trip.
I'm going to go with a kid's meal from Culver's.
This is just like for Quick Trip. Your Quick Trip order?
Definitely the cheese sticks and then chocolate milk.
A water and a Diet Coke.
What kind of music do you listen to, Alexis?
I feel like I listen to pretty much everything.
Okay.
I like sad music.
Okay. And then the last one is, what's your favorite seed flavor?
Bacon ranch.
Dill pickle.
Okay.
What's the favorite restaurant, like, post-game? You guys have a win. What's your favorite little, as a team, like, where do you guys like to go?
Definitely mariachi. We went there last time and we ate up all the queso there.
Mariachi Loco, okay.
I like the queso, by the way.
Okay. They have good, I like the queso, too. Get it every time I go there.
It's really good.
What about you? Or same, you guys agree together?
Yeah, we agree.
Okay. Director Westhouse, how are we doing on time?
You got all night.
All right.
What time do they close, Greg?
I think 2 o'clock, but we're not going to stay here that long. Okay, but what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to bring Paul Aderman on board, and we're going to do the drawing, and then we'll come back and kind of wrap it up. Good job, Morgan. All right.
Kevin, you forgot to tell us to clap right now.
Yeah, okay, bring it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul. Paul, why don't you take the mic here?
Take the mic.
Yeah, take the mic.
Okay, this.
And so tell everybody what we're doing here.
Yeah, so we did a little raffle. Sold out a board for Twins Brewers tickets up to the Delta Skybox.
Right there.
4 tickets. I think they're worth about $700. I've been there quite a few times. Actually, my sister donated them, so that was very nice of her. Thanks, Peg.
Good job, Peg.
And we're going to raise some money to buy some more equipment for the broadcast.
We had a piece of equipment go out today before we started. And, Dr. Westhouse had to go feverishly drive somewhere and buy some stuff.
Yeah. Well, if anybody could do it in a hurry, it'd be Westy.
Superman.
Right.
Superman.
With his suit on and everything.
Do you need somebody? Do you need
Yep.
one?
So
them
we
to-
need
okay.
Alexis in Georgia. So you need to kind of.
There's a lot of names on here.
Shuffle
We have.
these cards around, and don't look at them. Oh boy, we need a. Does anybody have a pen?
I do right here.
Greg Peters to
Right
the
there.
rescue all the time.
That's a River Ridge Builders pen.
Paul, go on that side
Yep.
so you can see his lovely face.
All right, go ahead. Go that side.
I might have been better on the other side.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So Greg, can you go? We'll have Georgia go or Alexis go first on the left side. So just flip it this way, and if you write the cards down
Okay.
as she flips them over.
All right, we'll do. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
So Alexis, you just do one at a time, and he'll write them as soon as you do.
9 of spade.
Nine is first.
Oh, it doesn't matter
They're
what.
all spades.
Okay, got you. All right.
Oh, I keep going.
Yep.
2,
And it's a 2
5,
and a 5.
6,
6,
8,
8,
7,
7.
ace,
Ace is 1.
10,
10,
4,
4,
and 3.
and 3.
All right. We're
Okay,
going
so
across that way?
Alexis, you shuffle yours all up, kind of mix them all up, while George is going.
10,
10,
1,
1,
7,
7,
2,
2,
6,
6,
4,
4,
9,
9,
3,
3,
5,
5,
8.
8.
All
Okay,
right.
so Georgia, you tip yours over so you can't see them. Shuffle them all up.
Hey, before
And-
we do the winner, I want you to tell that because I think it's such a great story. So when to like talk about the youth program that I think all these girls were kind of in, and where you had your meet, like why we're like tell people why we're having it at Johnny's.
Oh,
Like tell
God.
that story.
Oh,
It's a cool story.
Yeah, well, it is an awesome story. Dave and Cheryl are amazing people. We didn't have a lot of money when we started the youth program. I can't think of the year.
Well,
but-
you said you had 4 helmets and they were big enough to fit Fred
yeah,
Flintstone.
four helmets. They were all big enough to fit Fred Flintstone. I think Audra was 8 or 9. Ava was 8 or 9. Alexis and Georgia were 9 or 10, and that's when I started on the board. And we started just thinking of all different kinds of ways to raise money. And one of the biggest things ever was when Dave and Cheryl let us start doing the raffles at Johnny's on
Yeah.
Friday nights. And we would have 20 people here all the time from the board working all the time. We'd have all kinds of kids selling raffles. Cheryl Schwantz was like soliciting everything across Facebook that anybody'd ever know. If you don't want a message about where to go,
that's
don't be a
surprising.
friend with Cheryl Schwantz. I can trust you. Trust me on that one. Because she was relentless.
But then that youth program, just kept building and building and building, and you kind of see what the fruits of the labor are right now.
Absolutely. We raised a lot of money. We got better equipment. We fixed the field out of PRs. We did a lot of stuff with that money. At the end of the day, for me, I think back, it really wasn't even that big of a deal. It was fun, and I got to meet so many special people. I mean, I really did.
But in that really in itself, and they're also one of the sponsors on the broadcast. But that's why we're having tonight's show here.
100%. This is Johnny's. This is the home of youth softball.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It has been for a long time.
All right, let's get on to the winner.
All right. So Alexis, why don't you lay them down on the table and then just lay them out, spread them around, and then just pick one.
But face down.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. There you go, and just pick one.
This is some high drama.
It is.
Six.
Oh my
Six
God!
of
It's a six of spades, folks.
So here's the line we're looking for here.
So six. That's black. So
Tammy
brown,
Klatt, Chip
so-
Melgard, Chad Moe, Justin and Melissa Wilson, Jana Walker, Heidi, is that Junke? Yankee.
Yankee.
Yep. Paul Aderman,
The one and only.
Dexter Peters. I don't think I'm related to that guy,
He's
but
from
maybe
North
I am.
Dakota.
Brandy Pullinger and Chad Moe. There's your possible winners right there.
Oh boy. Does
Now
anybody
we're-
want to sell their square? $100 you can sell your square right now.
Four of hearts,
Four of
four,
hearts.
6 and 4. Heidi, is that Junke?
Yankee. I
Is it
think.
Yankee? It looks like Juenke. Heidi Junkie, Yankee.
We will. I should.
That's your winner.
Should
I'll
call
put
out Chantel Doulis. When we decided we were going to do this, she sold out 72 squares on her own.
Good work, Chantel.
And yeah.
There's your winner. Good work, Heidi. Good work, and good work to all the people that helped sell all
Yeah.
those squares.
What did she win?
She won 4 tickets to the Twins and Brewers in the Skybox. So I think they're valued at like $750.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon, 1:10.
Yeah.
Awesome seats.
Sunday, June 22nd at 1:10 at Target Field.
Kevin West also buy them for 400.
400 a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Greg.
All right.
We want to know with Paul Aderman.
I just have so I just had a couple more questions and then we'll wrap it up. So you guys have Ellsworth coming up. Is it
Tomorrow.
tomorrow? Is that what does it look weather-wise? I haven't even looked at it.
It's Ellsworth. We're gonna play.
Okay. So you guys are playing tomorrow.
Yep.
So what do you kind of expect with, you get Alexis back after she was out in California. Just kind of what do you expect in the rest of the season? Like what has been the biggest bright spot so far in the first 2 games for you?
Biggest bright spot, good energy in the dugout, good energy on the field. They have not stopped playing hard and 100% until the game is over. So I think we can only go up from here. We're in a really good place.
That's what Georgia, I was gonna ask you. So you guys were tight ball game in Osceola. You're up 5-4 in the top of the 7th. It was on the road, and then you guys played 5 runs in the top of 7 and kind of turned it into a 10-4 good buddy win, which luck of the draw. Goes right hand in hand with Coach Fletcher's favorite movie, Smokey and the Bandit. But you guys were down 6-2 on the next day on Friday against Spooner. You guys 4 runs. You had a big hit from Danny, and you guys came back and won that game. What is it about the Cardiac Kids and the blue and gold?
Something that you see is that it's not just one person saying, provide energy, be energetic. It's everyone. You hear everyone saying it to each other, and it's good to hold each other accountable. And I think that's really what makes us shine.
Coach Schurz, what do you, it's early, so there's always things to work on. What does the squad need to work on? Where does the biggest improvement need to be made?
I'd like to have an outdoor practice. That would help.
Yeah.
I think this group of girls has played a lot of softball, a lot of competitive softball. I think just continuing to come together as a team and compete, throw strikes, catch the ball, we're going to do some good things this year.
Yeah, for the lack of times that you have been outside, just practicing in the gym and all that, I thought you guys have caught and thrown the ball well and stuff, and I was pretty impressed with it just because you haven't been outside a lot, but and then Alexis, last question for you. So what's you got any predictions for Thursday? Tomorrow in Ellsworth. Any game predictions? Or you think you guys?
I think that Ava Larson's gonna hit a home run.
Okay, there you go, and there you have it.
Yep.
There you have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks for tuning in to the 2025 River Falls Wildcat softball captain show. We will see you here. I guess so. We'll be the next home game.
Next week? Next week, Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday we'll have the Wildcats will be back on the broadcast, and we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in, and good night.
Good job.
Hold on 1 second.